Good morning, everyone. I'm trusting that you had a blessed and beautiful weekend and that you were able to get everything that you had on your schedule to get done. And if you didn't, the Lord bless you with another day and we can get it done then. Well, this morning I've been walking around the house trying to find a comfortable place to talk to you. And right now, I'm outside in my little um, uh, in my little garden house. And right now, only because the wind is blowing just a little bit too much for me. So, and inside was a little bit too hot. So I had to find some place that was a little bit more equally conducive to what I needed to be done. Anyway, I trust that everything went well and everything has gone very well for me. And what I want to talk to you just a little bit about is our comfort zone. You know how we get complacent and get to the point that we don't want to do nothing, and we get all bogged down with our laziness and our boredom, and yet we get so bored that we get angry at ourselves, or we get so complacent that we're not happy with what we're doing. Of course you're not happy because we're not doing anything. We're just sitting there watching TV, moving from chair to chair, from room to room. And this quarantine thing has a lot to do with it. But the one thing I found out is if you're not happy with your own company, you got a problem. Because you got to be happy with you. You got to be able to accept your own company. Now, if you don't accept you, being alone with you, wow. And I kind of think you might need to check and find out what's going on in your heart, because your discontentment is a concern because you are, one, unhappy with yourself, unhappy with the day, unhappy with the situation, and yet you're doing nothing to change it. Remember what I said earlier, the only one that can change the person in the mirror is you. The only one that can get that person and have that person happy is you. We are responsible for our own happiness, whether it be finding a job that you may be interested in because you have to make money. And sometimes when we go out for employment, we don't necessarily find what we're exactly looking for. And then we have those that are blessed to find those that what you are skilled in. But whatever the case may be, and along with this virus where it has us shut in place, we're limited to where we can go and what we can do. And for me, that has not really changed much for me and has not been much of a problem for me, only because I was a homebody anyway. I'm a person that likes being at home. I'm a person that doesn't mind my own company. I don't mind being with myself. I love being with myself. I love being in the solitude and being able to think out and plan out some things in your life. Sometimes you just got to get alone in order to be able to make plans for either the next day or for next year or whatever the case may be. But in order to make those plans and get out of this laziness, you're going to have to get up. I'm going to have to go outside, take a breather, let the wind hit your face. Then, even if it means just going for a ride, going for a 15, 20-minute drive around. I love driving. I love riding in my car because the one place that I am closest to Jesus, closest to God, is in my car. I travel in my car and I drive in my car. And that is where I basically have my one-on-one time with Him. Nothing is more important than to have your one-on-one time with the Master. because He is everything that we need, and He will give us the direction that we're looking for in our lives. And we may not one second and say, well, I can do it all myself. I'm my own person. I'm my own this. Well, okay, you own this and you own that, but you're miserable. And apparently that is where you want to be, and that's okay. You have a right to be in your miserable place, but you're not happy. Even in that place, you're not happy. But we got to get up. We got to get out. We got to do some things. We got to stretch our limbs. We've been sitting down too long watching TV, walking from the bedroom to the living room, watching from the living room to the kitchen, and eating too much and getting complacent, getting bored with ourselves. So what I want you to do is to get up, get out, take a breather, go to the park, sit and breathe, and ask for direction. If you haven't found your direction, ask God for your direction. I promise you, He'll tell you, He'll show you which way you need to go. If you're listening, He's going to speak to you, and He's going to tell you in which direction to go. All you got to do is ask Him. That's all He's waiting on is for us to ask Him. But if you don't want to ask God your direction, then ask yourself, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really want to do? What are your goals for the future? Because right now we got this year getting ready to end, and we have another one that is getting ready to come in. And I would hate for you to have a new year come in and you're in the same place. I don't want to be in the same place. I want to have grown in my areas of my weaknesses. I don't want to stay weak all the time. I want to grow. I want to be better. I want to do things. I want to go places. I want to be a part of the world. Now, a lot of this might be by myself right now, but that's okay too. When the Lord gets ready to place some people in my life, they'll be there. And I won't have any problem with that. They'll be there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be happy with myself, and I'm going to ask that you be happy with yourself, first of all. Be content. Be loving towards yourself. Don't be mean, because once you're mean to yourself, you're mean to everybody else. So get up, get out, take a ride, take a breather, then get a newspaper or look online and find yourself something to do. If you need a job, find a job, and that give you something to do. A lot of times we just need something to do. Now you are crafty and you can do things and put things together, then do those things. Do whatever make you happy, because I'm sure you have some things that you know that literally make you happy. So within this day, I want you to get up, get out, and enjoy the day. All right? And tell the world you love them. Tell yourself you love them. And know that I love you as well. All right? You have a blessed and wonderful day. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. All right? You have a blessed day, okay? Talk to you later.